how to get into crow pose. I'm gonna talk about a few modifications you can use until you're fully confident in getting into that final position. So the first thing you wanna know is that this is all in the arm, so it's all your arm strength. You're gonna have your hands super wide because this is your only base. So you wanna have your fingers spread about shoulder width apart. And you're gonna start in like a low squat position, like this, and have your hands just under your shoulders. Now, if you have a block, you can put a block in between your hands and rest your forehead on the block. You should not have any weight in your head, but to get used to the feeling and knowing that you're not gonna fall on your face, it's a good modification to take when you're first starting. You can also place the block underneath one of your feet. So as you practice bringing both feet up, you can lift 1 foot at a time. The 1 foot that's on the bottom can actually go onto the block. So your feet are both elevated at this point, but you still have that safety net. So when you're getting into the actual position, you wanna make sure that your knees are just under your armpits. They're not in your armpits, but they're at the top of your tricep. You don't wanna have your knees down here. First of all, if your knee is too far down your arm, it's gonna be way too hard to even hold the position. So you really wanna have it as high up as possible, not fully into your armpit and your shoulder, but at the top of the tricep. So first, get onto your toes, and this is where you can lift 1 foot at a time. So you can lift like your left leg up, and if you have a block, you can place the other foot that's on the ground on that block, or you can just use the floor, which is totally fine. And get used to lifting 1 foot at a time, and you can hold it and just kind of play around with that weight in your arms and see how it feels. Now to get into the actual position, so shoulder width apart hands, fingers spread, knees up at the top of the tricep into the armpits, bring 1 foot, then the other, and then lift your feet as close to your butt as possible. You really want to draw those heels in. And then the goal is to straighten your arms as much as possible. And you can feel that your hands are a big enough base, and you can feel that you're not going to fall on your face. And you can also cross your toes, which is, I like to do that. You can cross your ankles, or you can even have your feet spread apart. It really just depends. And then to get out of the position, you can simply lower your feet to the ground. You can go into a high plank or right into a chaturanga, depending on how strong you feel. So chaturanga, upward facing dog, chaturanga, and down. So as you build up more arm strength, you're gonna be able to straighten those arms. That's really the goal, is to have that really nice straight arm. And if you feel like so scared you're gonna fall on your face, you're not, and you know that the best way is to not put too much weight forward. You don't wanna have the weight over your hands, right on top of your hands. Because then if you have your weight too far back, you're gonna fall right onto your feet. And your feet are only a few inches from the floor, so if you do feel like you're gonna fall out of the pose, just tip backwards a little bit, and you'll land softly right on your feet. So let me know if this helps. Let me know if you need any other modifications or a little help, and you should be good to go. So keep practicing. Let me know if this helps. Let me know what pose you want to see next. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys back here next week.